This simple mistake of looking down, not paying attention to what's ahead of you, could have been extremely deadly, but thankfully he was able to walk away from it. If you'd like to chat with me and other DDFM crew members, swing on by the Discord. It's an absolute free service and allows you to get in contact with me and others around the world. We have 1,500 members, and I think you're going to find that it's a lot of fun. More information at motorcycleridingtips.com.
Sorry.
Very interesting type of incident here. Thankfully, this guy got away from it and is not going to be majorly damaging to his bike, hopefully. So what went right, what went wrong, and how can we use that information to prevent this accident for ourselves? So we're going to move on to this part right here, and he's going to move forward, and he's going to be lane filtering. It's probably going to be completely legal in his area, so I'm perfectly fine with this. He's doing it safely. He keeps doing his head checks. Perfect. But here's the thing is you do a lot of head checks, a lot of head moving. You look down, and you're not looking up, and there it is. A quick little tap. Very good with his braking. So let's go back. All right. So now that we're back to this position, the main thing that I see here is that he's not looking where he wants to go. Looking where you want to go is going to be the biggest thing, okay? You really have to be paying attention to that, okay? So focus to the front is going to be more important than focus to the rear. I understand you want to check everything, you want to look. Great. But remember, you are moving forward while you're doing all this stuff, and if you're not looking, you don't know the hazards in front of you. Also, practice your emergency braking. If you practice your emergency braking, you're going to do exactly what this guy did. Remember, he actually saved himself. This was a close call. It could have been really bad, but he actually applied the brakes very well, and that's how much stopping distance you really have. And guess what? He didn't stop in time. He did tap the vehicle in front of him, and that can happen. There was nothing he could do. He couldn't swerve. He had to apply the brakes. So thankfully, he wasn't accelerating or going crazy speeds. But he did tap the vehicle. He did hit the vehicle with his tire, and he needs to be checking his bike afterwards. You don't know if you damaged your tire. You don't know if you damaged your rim, and before you know it, you're leaking a bunch of air. You go on for another turn. Boom, you fell because you don't have proper PSI. That is the biggest issue with that. So make sure after something like this, you pull over, do a quick check, double check all the major things that are completely obvious. And then if you want to, you can go even more in depth and double check, checking to see if your fork seals are leaking or all these different things, because you might have some issues. So when you get home, maybe do a full detailed inspection, but do one right after, and do not take any crazy curves or anything like that until you actually checked your bike. So remember, focus to the front. That is going to be the biggest thing here. So he's moving forward, he's focusing to the front, he's going to do his head checks, and that's really good. So when you do your head checks, you're actually making sure that nobody's coming into your lane. So he's merging with traffic, he's doing his head check. He's like, okay, after this white truck, I have plenty of room. This little girl is driving. No, I'm just kidding. The driver's on the other side. And if anybody can read this and let me know what country this is in, that's kudos to you. That'd be great to know. Anyways, we're moving forward here. We're moving forward. He's going to check his mirrors. So that's the bar end mirror aspect here, okay? You have to look down really far for bar end mirrors, or even mirrors that are underneath the handlebars. I had a mirror underneath my handlebar on my Sportster, and yes, I had to do that. I had to look down, but guess what? Look, you're not looking up. That is going to be a big problem here. So make sure you guys are looking up. Also, make sure you have proper gear. You notice how he doesn't have any gear? Make sure you have proper gear so that you can minimize any type of risks associated with falling. So he's going to apply the brakes right here, but look how close. That was his search, evaluate, execute. He searched for that split second, evaluated in that split second, applied the brakes in that split second. Very high skilled, very good job, man. Really good. But look at the stopping distance we have. That's not enough for the speed that he's going at. He's not going very fast, but here's the thing. You need quite a bit of stopping distance for a bike like this, or a bike, like any bike basically, because you guess what? We only have 2 tires in a straight line, and we have to apply the brakes on both those tires. And there's the tap. So that right there could cause damage to your bike. It could cause damage to the vehicle itself. This is why you guys need to pull over, do a double check, exchange information. If you feel like you need to exchange information, make sure your bike is rideable though. That's where the after incident check is all about. Make sure it's rideable and make sure it's safe for you to get home. If it's not, get somebody to pick you up, get somebody to tow your vehicle. Do not chance it, okay? But if you like this type of stuff, make sure you hit that join button. It really helps out the channel, and you become a YouTube member. You get behind the scenes, you get videos, early access, all those different things. Really cool stuff. But guys, thank you so much. Hope you guys all ride safe, be safe, and I'll be seeing you around.